Hello guys, I'm happy to report that I'm back to London in one piece after having walked the Nordkalottleden or Arctic Trail. And boy, what an adventure. I mean, I had such a fantastic time. It was amazing, really. I highly recommend the trail. If you want something wild, it was amazing, really. And I had to say, I had miserable days, a lot of them. They was so cold, man. It was so freaking cold, trust me. To the point that in like the second half of the trail, I found it really hard to pitch the tent. I mean, for two reasons. One, these huts or cabins, many of them are free. It's just difficult to pitch the tent in those temps when you can stay in a cabin with a stove and your wood. I mean, who doesn't love that? I absolutely love that. Especially like firing up the stove and chopping the wood. That was amazing, really. Some of you are wondering, what is the Nordkalottleden, right? So it's a trail, 800 kilometers, about 500 miles long, and it goes through three different countries, Sweden, Finland, and Norway. And so it has three different names. I was racing up north against the Arctic winter that was coming down my way. If you ever want to experience true wilderness, just seriously, you need to go there. It's amazing. You're just alone there, totally off the grid. Just is going because I'm now going down the hill. I'm short of 1,000 meters altitude. I just wanted to say, I'm keeping this close because the wind is blowing big time. Have you ever thought you were in the middle of nowhere here in Europe? Maybe you did the Cape Wrath Trail and you thought like me that you were in the middle of nowhere, right? But you weren't. I wasn't. You just were in the middle of Scotland. I'm going to show you what the middle of nowhere looks like in Europe. It has its implications. Are you ready to be off-grid, like completely off-grid? There's no places to resupply, and so I was carrying about 18, 19 plus kilos because I had to put food for maybe 10, 12 days legs, and it was very cold. I was confirmed negative, I think it was 11 or 13, someone told me with the watch that had the temps. So Google was saying negative 11 for a given day, and this guy told me negative 13. That we camped crazy, really. And trust me, it got chilly. So basically, you just wanted to be, I mean, you had to be with the clothes I had that were totally insufficient. I had to be, if I camp, in the sleeping bag. So that's the only thing I was ready. And I remember a few times indoors, guys, freaking being indoors. Hello there, guys. What a day. Well, let me tell you where I am first, and I hope the Norwegian authorities are not upset. I'm in a Norwegian toilet and wood room. It was freezing cold, trust me. In the morning, I had my sleeping bag, my base layer, I had my neck gaiter, I had my hat, my gloves, the arms mug with me, and in the morning, I was cold, man. I got up cold, indoors. I'm telling you, it was very cold at times, very cold. Man, I've seen amazing, like, sort of moon-like, go figure. I know I haven't been to the moon to compare, but it's just what comes to mind, like moon landscapes, like sort of rocks, gray, deserted thing, just you there. Seriously, I cannot even tell you. So I hope these images I'm going to be throwing in this video help you have an idea. This really bad day, man. Oh my goodness, I was so scared for my life. Guys, this is by far the biggest stretch of my hiking career. This is now out of my comfort zone. This is like I'm not in my comfort zone, and I'm just in my discomfort zone since step one. I has no, like, I mean, I've been dragging myself. I've been considering going back to the hut to safety and call the emergency services. I couldn't expect the snow levels I had. First thing I'm gonna do now is cross the bloody river. I hope it's easy. It's, you know, and I got to keep going because the wind is blowing on my back. Yeah, much better now, man. It freezes you. It was the real thing. It was real fear. It wasn't like, I filmed sometimes myself where like in this trail I have some awesome shots with like a snowstorm. I was okay with it, you know? So you can film that. I don't know if you get to see the snow hitting me. But boy, I got some boat ride, sort of very small mini boat ride. Buenos dias, we're ready for a boat ride. We're going to go up the stream, save some mileage, save my feet too, my right foot, I hurt it while hitting a rock the other day, so this is gonna help me finish this thing. Just remove some, maybe 15k is something. Helicopter ride. I did these things so that you get some awesome footage, and I hope you enjoy it. Guys, this is called AF. Mega cold, man. Oh boy. In the video you'll see all the different hats. So basically from the 3 different countries and their differences. For example, the Swedish ones have a host that is sort of like a manager over there and is there to help you. Then the Norwegian ones are... Here we are again in a hat thing, just having a coffee break. The first section was the easiest one. I started in the south and I walked northbound because of Brexit. I couldn't fly to Norway at the beginning. I would have preferred to go north to south, just because you're walking away from the northern latitudes and you're already pretty much north. There, again, it's an Arctic Circle trail. So I would have preferred to walk away from winter. And instead I had to walk towards winter. So it worked out, but just barely, really. So then I started in quick jog, and I was carrying at around 18 kilos probably. When I started the trail, man, I had so much pain in my shoulders the first days. I don't understand really. And I was carrying more weight on my first hike because of course I learned quickly, you know, so I reduced the weight, but now this is a self-supported hike, so there's very few places where you can resupply. For those of you who are in the UK, you know, you do your Gebra trail and you send your resupplying box, or you just take a quick detour from the trail and resupply here and there. It's just super easy. When I did the Scottish National Trail, same story. For at least half the trail, every single day I would walk by a town or somewhere where I could buy food. It's just very easy, you know. So I'm in People, just got myself coffee, have fish and chips. But this is different. You need to carry everything. The only thing you have is what there is in your backpack. So you better have your food and everything you need, because it's just everything is on you. That was a place in the first 5 days and a half where I could buy food, and there was a little kiosk, they call it, like a little shop, and it had a lot of stuff. So it's just that you never know when it's going to be open or not, or if it's open, especially late in the season. So I didn't count on that, because again, if you just count on that thing and it's closed, then imagine there's no other shop, there's nothing in the next days. It's been a month hiking. I did it in, I think it was 28 days, 1 day off. Then unfortunately I had to miss one of the sort of highlights of the trail. It's called Narvik mountains in Norway, because when I arrived there, the bad weather was coming my way, and the Norwegian mountains, the minimum altitude is 900 meters. And I was advised by too many different people not to go there. I still went there, but at some point I turned around, not only because of the bad weather thing, but because it was going to be a rushing through the mountains. But this is what happened. I was walking past an amount of beauty that I cannot even describe. It is incredibly beautiful. I just couldn't know more. I couldn't walk past that beauty and just rushing it all, and this is not what I want to do. So unfortunately I couldn't film that section. I had to go back, but I was pretty happy because what I did instead is I had to take like a shortcut. You initially have a road walk. Boy, the weather was hitting so bad, even on the road, and boy, it's pouring down big time. And I just saw this coming from far, and I thought it would be locked, because usually in this situation, in my experience, these cabins are locked. But I thought it was worth going and checking it out. As I was getting to the hut, because I was walking to a Swedish hut, maybe half an hour before the hut, oh man, again hell broke loose, and man, I had such a strong wind, like right on my face. I had never experienced winds that were sweeping exactly right from the ground, to the point that you cannot advance with your legs, and you feel your foot like against something. I don't know if you guys have had that experience, but crazy, really. The following day, I went to another like totally off-grid cabin called Hukejaure, and man, the environment approaching to the hut, incredible, really, incredible. It was a combination of mesmerizing and scary, phantasmagoric, like a ghost-like thing, you know, like sort of like in a dream, ghost dream thing, like sometimes they put in the movies. So that is the last hut. If you do this Norwegian mountains section, it ends in this hut. From there, I connected to Kungsleden, and I thought it was gonna be all super easy, but the weather had different plans. You'll see in the video, I just got a snowstorm there. I got crazy wind gusts. So this is how the trail looks. So obviously we go against the wind and the snow. So we're going this way. It was an experience. And from there I arrived to Abisko, where I resupplied, and I kept going. That was half the route. Man, I can make this video last 3 hours because I have so much to speak about. What an experience, man. What an experience, really. And the funny thing is, I mean, as miserable as I've been for days, mostly because of the cold, I started getting cuts all over my fingers because, you know, I'm not used to that cold. So as much as, you know, there's this, the life on the trail, these type of trails, like totally remote and off-grid, life there is tough, you know, but man, I miss it so much. I'm getting goosebumps because I just want to go back and be there and do some more filming. But I need support for that because, you know, the wife is gonna say at some point that c'est fini, se acabó, no more support. So, I mean, basically no more going unless you get some funds. So, because otherwise it's always on us. So let's see if someone please watches this video and is willing to give me some support there so that I can go and film soon, because I really want to go, can't wait. And what else to say? Well, so expect the video of the Nordkalottleden, at least chapter 1, to be out in a few weeks, because I'm finishing the Kungsleden now. And I watched some of the footage and I think it looks great. It's gonna be a different video, just to say. It's gonna be a bit of more vlogging, and vlogging is coming back here. Some of you guys told me that you wanted to hear my vlogging thing, and I think I found a really nice balance. You guys will tell me when the video's out. You'll tell me if you like it or not. Whoa! Holy smokes, this moves like a lot. But I'm a ninja by now, so... This thing... I know, guys, this is not the video quality I want for my channel, but you know, I have to strike a balance. If you have any comment or anything, just write it down in the section down below. And remember, please check out the links in the description if you want to support me and my channel, because yeah, I have a lot of adventures in mind, but for that I really need some support. So thank you all who supported me already so much, because you know, you really contributed to this content to be out, so thank you so much. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you around soon, I guess. Take care, guys. Bye. We're going strong. Yeah, we're going strong. Let's get this done.